Is Carol Baskin's dead husband actually alive? I mean, Katie sent this to us yesterday, and
this is from Tiger King.
Tiger King.
He got claimed that he was eaten by a tiger.
That's what Carol Baskin is saying, that her ex-husband, people think that Carol murdered him and fed him to the tigers. Carol Baskin says, no, I didn't. No, I did not.
She didn't say that he got eaten by a tiger.
No, that's what other people are saying about her, that Carol Baskin fed her ex to the tigers. But over a year ago, apparently, Carol Baskin told the world that her ex-husband, Don Lewis, was alive, that the FBI had made contact with him in Costa Rica.
Is that weird? Yeah, I see it trending on social media, but is it true?
I don't know.
I read the article, and when I was done, I was like, he still could be dead.
I don't think it has not been verified.
Was it from a credible source that this is...
It's from Carol Baskin. I mean,
however, saying that?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Of course.
Yeah, so however credible.
Isn't there a picture of some sort of Homeland Security document?
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, I couldn't really read, so I don't know.
Doctored, right?
And I also don't know what one of those documents looks like, so you could show me a piece of blank paper and I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
So if he is alive, there's a lot of people that have said that she killed her husband. Could there be some legal implications there? And what does this mean? And how can we even prove this? We do have our official attorney, Lisa Lanier, on the phone. Good morning, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
We're good. We hope you are.
Yeah, fantastic. So, this story is like, I was just telling Matt a minute ago, the Tiger King stuff, it's like herpes. It never goes away.
It doesn't. It's for life.
We can't get rid of it. We can't get rid of it no matter what. But so, there's all kinds of legal implications. For one, so when somebody resurfaces after they've been declared legally dead, there can be legal actions taken against the heirs to reverse all the property exchanges that were made as part of probate. It's a reverse probate process. And life insurance can take action. If there was any life insurance involved, they can come and say, hey, he's not dead. We want our money back.
Wow.
So there's all kinds of crazy legal implications. Some states have protections against heirs in the event that happened, but very few have those protections. And he died as a legal resident of Florida, and they don't have those protections. They even have kind of a quicker way to have someone declared legally dead. The average in most jurisdictions is 7 years, but in Florida, if somebody's been gone for 5 years, you can declare them legally dead. So I don't know if he had life insurance or property. It sounded like most of the assets and money came through Carol and her Tiger show, but so I don't know. But she says, he took $1 million and went to Costa Rica and disappeared, and supposedly this Homeland Security document has resurfaced, and so who knows? We'll see. I mean, it's if he's really, it hasn't been authenticated.
Okay,
it was just put out. I think the makers of the documentary first started putting it out, and now it's gone all over. It's gone kind of viral now. Finally, like a year later, for whatever reason, nobody cared about it.
No, so how did everyone miss this? Lisa, could Carol Baskins? Let's say he is alive. Let's just assume. Could she also be, practicing bigamy? Being married to two different men at the same time?
No, because she did have him declared legally dead. So his legal status, that gave her an out to remarry.
But would they still, if they said he's alive, so that when you're declared legally dead, this is a weird question, so that nullifies the marriage, he can't come back and say, no, we're still married.
Right. I mean, I don't think, this kind of reverse probate and reverse life insurance, I don't think it operates that way for marriage, because if she's moved on and been declared. Now, it could be that if she wanted to be super safe about it, she could try to have some kind of a divorce action finalized, but I don't see any reason to do that. And the only time that it would come up, would be if there was some sort of, or potentially some sort of inheritance. She would need to make sure she had a will that didn't, because if she died without a will, he might come back and say, hey, I'm her husband.
Now, could she go in, let's say he is alive, Carol Baskin's ex-husband, or dead husband, but he's alive. Could this give her more leverage to sue people who have said that she killed her husband?
Well, it would certainly make it more obvious that it is untrue. That's because with defamation, if first criteria is they have to make a false statement, And when he was missing, no one knew for sure if it was a false statement. But now that sort of nails down that element of defamation for sure.
Well, the thing that I'm still confused about is they were married when he, quote unquote, disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. But if she says that she allowed him to take $1 million to Costa Rica because she didn't think that he could support himself there, what did she think he was doing with the $1 million and going to Costa Rica? Was she in on it?
Yeah.
She said that she was trying to teach him a lesson because he thought, that he was good with money and all this. She was going to let him teach himself a lesson, essentially. And she said, sure, take $1 million and go see if you can. He was saying he could invest it and he could do really well. I guess he was going to get involved in tourism or something there. I don't know. I mean, why Costa Rica, right? But he did go there and he made a bunch of investments, she said, and they all flopped. And when he disappeared and he was declared legally dead, there was $80,000 left of the $1 million.
And so her thought was his intention was to return home to the U.S., is what she's saying, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think he was just going there to make money, and then he just never came back.
I see. Okay.
I guess I just misremembered the Tiger King. I thought she's like, I don't know what happened to him. I remember there's some talk of Costa Rica, but I don't remember any of this $1 million.
Or her saying that he went to go invest it. Yeah, I think that.
I remember something about having business and he would travel there from time to time, but not like, I'm taking $1 million, I'm leaving for a while.
She was well aware of it. I mean, her statement is, I let him take $1 million to Costa Rica.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and she may not have made those same statements back then. I don't know, because I don't think they weren't as relevant as they are now. I mean, now they've become relevant because people are saying he's still alive. So she's recounting more of the details about that piece of it, the kind of the financial end.
Joe from Tiger King, he's still in jail, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
He
did just get 1 year lopped. He did get 1 year lopped off of his sentence, I think, or there was a hearing to lop it off. I'm pretty sure they did. There was some kind of I think like a misapplication of the sentencing guidelines or something. So where it was like 22 years, I think it got reduced to 21 years. Carol Baskin went and, in protest of that, I think.
Wow.
Didn't hear about that either. Man.
I am tougher on crime than, let's say, a Jason Goodman, but I really want him out of prison. Maybe under house arrest and then put cameras 24/7.
That's fine.
I think our country needs
now,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Now he's appealing to Joe Biden. He appealed to Trump, and Trump wouldn't let him. And he thought he was told by Trump's people, supposedly, that he was getting out, and he arranged the limo and the hairdresser and all that.
Remember? Yeah. His outfit
never
was
happened.
planned. He was ready.
Yeah.
So now he's appealing to Joe Biden, and he's saying, "Look, you let Brittany Griner out. Let me out."
Not the same, Joe.
He's working every angle. While we have you on the phone, real quick, we had obviously the untimely death of Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis Presley's only child, and there's some stories out there that she died. Maybe massively in debt or in debt.
I heard a couple of million.
I heard it, but then also in debt in other ways.
It's something like $16 million. Yeah. So she owed $1.8 million to the IRS and $16 million in other debts. And it's been a sad financial sort of trail that she has left because, when she was 25, she was allowed to come into the money that she inherited from her father's estate. And even though he had money troubles in the end of his life, as soon as he died, everybody went crazy and his estate was suddenly worth a lot. And she was the beneficiary of that. And so she inherited all these millions. But pretty soon thereafter, she started getting into financial trouble. She sold 85% of everything that was Elvis. And it was some really important stuff, like the use of his likeness, his music catalog. I mean, it's really a lot of important things.
She should have hundreds of millions of dollars.
Stream. Yeah, she when she died, she had, I think it was like $80,000 in the bank or something, and she had 95. Some stocks. 95, there you go, and some stocks, like $700,000 or $800,000 worth of stocks. But she was in all this debt in the IRS, and so what can happen then is, the estate owes all those debts, and she had a complicated estate set up. She had a trust, and it had been in place a long time in an effort to protect her assets, in particular Graceland, that she still owns. She leases it out, but she still owns it. And she was trying to protect that in a trust. Some of the assets, like Graceland, may be protected by the trust from some of these creditors, but the IRS, they're going to get their money. And a lot of these creditors may get their money. It just depends on how the trust was set up. Now she's given this, what's left, Graceland and his cars and costumes, to her 3 daughters. And what happens a lot of times is when you have a single individual passing their estate on to multiple people like this, a lot of times they end up selling it. So there's a lot of speculation, because these 3 girls, they may not have the same goals about how to deal with the house or the money or the income stream from it, and they may want to liquidate. And if one of them wants to liquidate, there goes a big share of it. So there's a lot of speculation that Graceland will be sold, probably to that same guy that bought all the music catalog and the likeness.
Now, could in a situation like this, or maybe even just a normal person situation, could you inherit debt after a loved one dies?
Could you say no? I don't want it.
Like I don't want. I don't want this because it comes with this potential debt.
Well, no, you don't. So the estate owes the debt. So the heirs don't owe the debt, but the estate does. But what it can do is it can wipe out the estate such that the heirs don't really get much of anything. But if, let's say, the whole estate is wiped out and there's still debt, then those debt collectors are just out of luck, because the heirs aren't responsible for the debts of the estate beyond the assets of the estate.
But they can get the profits if they sell it after the debt's paid, correct?
Oh, they won't even. These folks won't even get to enjoy the sale of the proceeds from the sale of Graceland if these creditors are there and haven't been satisfied. So the creditors get satisfied first, and then the heirs get the rest.
But I imagine that Graceland's probably worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. So I mean, maybe not liquid. Lisa Marie Presley was in debt. If she did sell that property or sell her whatever rights to it, she probably could pay off the debt and then have millions left, correct?
You would think, you would think Graceland would sell for a lot. I don't know if it's $16 million worth though, or $18 million worth, because it's almost $18 million in debt.
Okay.
I don't know. It could be. I have no idea. I don't know what it's worth. It's certainly the big value of Graceland, I think, is the income stream that comes from it, and so that may pump up that real property value as well.
I've never been to Graceland, but I think I would like to see it. I saw a picture online. I was like, I thought it was bigger, but maybe it was because I saw it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Jason's house, and I'm like, this is way better than Graceland. Anyway.
There we are. There we go.
Official attorney of Jared and Katie in the morning. If you're ever injured on the job, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com. That's hireaheavyweight.com. Lisa, thank you so much.
And according to the LA Times, in 2020, a Presley executive told Rolling Stone the estate was worth around $400 to $500 million.
That's what I was thinking.
But not the house.
Yeah, because then there's like the estate,
and
then
the
there's
separate?
Yes.
Remember,
I thought she owns part of the estate.
But that was the confusing part in the beginning that Lisa Marie had to clear up, because there is an estate, and then there was what was the other thing she was calling it? The estate, and then the industry, the business, that whatever. They were two separate things. Okay. Yeah, two separate things. And
it said that she had sold 85% of it, so she had 15% of that. And then is that the house? Is that the
estate?
Are they counting the catalog, the music catalog, which she no longer had?
Don't know.
It's crazy.